Today I want to focus on the strategic positioning of my YouTube channel in the area of computer science, taking into account a workforce view. Now, I don't know if you've seen my last video, but I ended up with this slide where I analyzed that I'm one of 1,000 YouTuber in computer science or artificial intelligence. And I thought that my competitors would be the MOOCs, the open source courseware providers like Coursera with their YouTube channel, or they are fed by the universities where they also have Stanford Online and Stanford YouTube channels. Or I thought, hey, maybe I have to compete against these hardware providers, Nvidia and Google with their YouTube channels when they have their corporate university, their corporate campus, their specific behind paywall hidden information channel. And then I analyzed a little bit about the structure of Databricks and the open source development model they choose and how successful they are. And I thought about my market positioning, and I found out that if you have some new insights, some news coming out, some new technologies, some new scientific content, some new code segment, some new theoretical approach to something, some new industry solution, where does it come from? Normally from a university. Normally you have a preprint, either university and Google or university and Nvidia or university and whatever. You have a team of them. They have a preprint. They provide the code on GitHub. You have this new bubble. Now, course providers take about 1 year to really come time to market that they can offer a new course. Stanford is, well, the source of this. Of course, they provide or they cooperate, so they are over there. And I said, okay, so for a YouTuber, I have an advantage in time. I can be ready, I can distribute it, I can play with this code, and I can have a video up in less than a week. And I discovered in the last video that it's great if you have a business model entertainment, but my business model where I try to provide insights, so let's call this business model education, it fails. I completely fail. I have no market for my YouTube channel in computer science and artificial intelligence. And I decided to look at it from a different point of view. So here we go. Think about this. We have here this diagonal system. You have here the online course providers, the MOOCs, the Coursera's, where you get a certificate after 1 to 7 weeks, whatever. Great. They are operational in about 1 year. And then you have your university degree, you attend Stanford, you will have 4 years, you study, you get your PhD, your university degree, the PhD and so on, postdoc. And just think about the numbers. Now, I checked that there are about 3.5 million employees at US colleges in total. And I tried to get the global number, but I have no knowledge of the languages of the Indian or of the Chinese ecosystem, so I could just guess it from some other literature. But let's say, just as an assumption, you have about 20 million employees in the global colleges on this planet. Now, I found a source that said there are 22 million students at US colleges per year. This is the free colleges and the private colleges. And again, China figures are beyond my reading capabilities, but let's say globally, we think about 100 to 100 million students in total at universities. And then I thought about, okay, now if I have this example of my 4 or 5 companies, I have my own golden rule: stick with the example you present and do not jump to another example. So I stay here with my industry leader, if you want, and I look at their workforce. Now, let's say Google has about 140,000 employees. Microsoft has about 181,000 employees. Meta has about 72K. AWS has about 20K, and I choose AWS and not Amazon because I'm interested in the computer science AI aspect. Nvidia has about 22Ks and Databricks has about 4K employees. So I say interesting. So these are the numbers here of the, let's say, what I regard as the main industrial players with new technology innovation, with new industrial solutions for the big market of the industry. So I said, great, so 3.5 million, this are those, but where am I? So my task is, I am one of 1,000 YouTuber in computer science, AI, and I just found out that my product is a 30-minute watch time YouTube video that has 2 commercials, let's say, for YouTube. That's great, but not for me. And I have an undefined audience. And this is one of my major problems. I have no strategic positioning in my ecosystem, in my relevant ecosystem. And more or less, I, as one of 1,000, or I'm looking for a home. I'm looking for a target-specific content in my videos that has a defined audience. But which one? So I thought about it. Okay, well, hey, wait a minute. I'm looking here at computer science and AI, and these are all global employees. So let's focus on my technology. This turned out to be not a good idea. But let's go on and let's say I want to be sector or knowledge specific to my YouTube channel. So I looked up for the US, the computer science degree at US colleges. And this is beautiful. I found a figure for 2021. And they say it's about 55,000 computer science degrees that are awarded annually at US colleges in total in the US. They have a growth rate of 12 to 14%, depending on which statistic you look at. But okay, I have a figure. And then, of course, the Chinese educational system, I can't read it, I'm so sorry. I have just an estimation, a guess. And my guess is globally it should be about 300 to 400,000 computer science degree per year. Now, what is a degree and what is not a degree? It depends on your culture, on your nation that you're living in and whatsoever, but just an estimation. Let's go with this estimation. So we have 55,000 in the US, and we have about 400,000 degrees in whatever context you think about a college degree, university degree, 400,000 people per year. And they are studying computer science and AI. And you want to be, or I want to be a YouTuber in computer science and AI, providing new knowledge, providing solution, providing code, providing new combinatorial things. Now, if you think about, okay, those are the main companies in the sector, the dominant players. It's not a monopoly, but you know what I mean. How many people do they hire? I ask myself, And, oh, yeah. This is a tweet I found yesterday, and I think it's so significant. And there's a PhD student who says, hey, with the British pound now worth about the same as a dollar, 1-to-1 parity. As a Cambridge, so they are not a poor college, as a Cambridge postdoc, I'm just making over $30K per year, 30K, which is 25% of what I earned in industry before I started my PhD. Beautiful insight. So thank you to Alexander for giving us this insight. 30K you earn at a Cambridge postdoc position, which is 25% what he earned before he started his PhD in industry. I think this tells us a lot about what people and what specialists those companies are hiring. And I thought to guess the exact hiring rate for each of the company, but there's so much fluctuation, and especially in NVIDIA with their quarterly reports, it is a mess. So let us guess that they hire about 20,000 people per year, these companies. Some have plus, some have minus, just as an educated guess. If you know the exact figures, please help me. Please leave a comment in the description of this video. But let's just say we go with 20,000 people. From those 400,000 people are hired here by these main players. And I said, great, this is really great. But you know what this means? That 380,000 people who have a valid, brand new computer science degree per year are left behind. So it was at this moment that finally understood that in my presentation something was missing. Because where are these 380,000 people who are so qualified for computer science, for our future development? Oh, you guessed it, what there was a little sector that I did not take into consideration because I was focusing on the main players and also the people that I am in constant contact with. Yes, there's also a different kind of industry out there, a global industry. And let's say it's from marketing, it's from health, the health industry, It's from taking care about elderly people. You know, if you drive a Tesla, there's something about transportation, automotive, mobility, where you have AI system, where we have computer science in AI system, new developments on a monthly base, new innovation coming up. So there is a huge industrial sector I had no idea that I could serve with my YouTube channel and provide some values for them. So, interesting position. I hope this workforce view video provided also some insight if you want to start a YouTube channel, or if you want to grow your YouTube channel, you want to have a strategic positioning in dynamic markets, and maybe you missed out on one or two players in your market where you could be of exceptional value for them. So this ends this video on the workforce. And of course, you know, I have to keep that tension up that maybe you subscribe to my channel. And I will give you a preview of my next video. And it will be about new markets, new emerging markets, new market opportunities you have if you want to start a YouTube channel, or you have a YouTube channel, in anything that is related to computer science, artificial intelligence, or technology innovations. Maybe you are interested in the next video. I say thank you for watching this, and I will see you in the next one.